clips and Kelly
Made them into
made
ears.
them into earrings. Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, so I mean, we're gonna do a few and then I'll introduce the two other ones. So who I got on screen. Okay. So yeah, bouncing to your heels. Gonna shake it out. Relaxing. A lot of these just send the old energy, as it were, out. Like shaking out an old towel or carpet, right? Okay, fingernails together. Gonna wake up and see those little meridians all sparking all over the body. You can actually feel some heat when you're doing this. Breathe. Again, these exercises are to calm, center, take the nervous system and have it chill out. Fuji, head roll down. And by the way, I'll show you this. I've always stretched my arms. I didn't for you guys because it does create a little bit more of a stretch. But if you stretch and kind of push as you're rolling, you can really feel that stretch going all the way down to your fingertips. So gently roll. And go back.
And talk about moving your mouth open down at the back.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's right. I used to say that. In your chest. Left, again, try to feel that stretch. And as the head is back, you can open up your mouth a couple of times and close it. Kind of stretches your neck. To the right. Can you feel the difference in your hands?
Yeah.
Again, and then to the right. And that. To the left. Down. And to the right. Oh, I just put a crack. And then, okay. We'll do heavens, which is again, remember, straight back. Slow it down as best you can. Hands to the right. About a foot apart, slowly, slowly, slowly. Inhale as you go into the left. Reverse. Exhale. Slowly. Inhale. And exhale. Kind of feel that energy. Concentrate on that energy between your hands. Inhale. Think of heaven and earth coming together. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold. And slowly back to Uchi. Okay, we'll do washing away. Stand front, turn your left foot out, reach down. Think of it, you see this beautiful white light coming in, washing over you. And anything that does not serve you, away. Again. Wash. Front, right foot out. Reach down. Wash. Any trauma, anything you want to get rid of, send it away. When you turn. And wash. Okay, let's do the new one. It's called flying. This is very subtle. It's not complicated. It's very subtle. Watch me a few times before you try it because you're going to do the knees, etc. you want to go flying away. Like you're flying away, like you're flying away. And when you come back down, you want to bend your knees and kind of, this opens up the spine when you go like this.
So are you supposed to arch back or?
Arch back a little bit, like you're flapping your wings. And it's very subtle, like say, just think of it, inhale, and you're free. And you're opening up that chest. Going back down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, very slowly. You think of flying, think of your bird, free. Feeling a beautiful air in your lungs. Down again, flying. Just really crouch down a little bit like you're taking off. I love to fly, so I do that in my dreams. This is really, I love this one because it's very freeing. And you feel just that you're lighter. You close your eyes and pretend you're flying. Just a couple more times. Try to really get into that feeling. Back to Wuji, and we'll pull down some energy. You should be calm now, a lot more centered, relax. Bring your hands in and give yourself that energy. Back to Wuji. And we'll do the golden thread, hands together like you're praying, cross your thumbs, reach up on the inhale. Oh, stretch up, oh boy, and down all the way to the floor if you can. Pick up the beautiful thread of energy, slowly, even motion, all the way up, and send it around your back. Exhale, going down. You can feel the stretch in the back of your legs, do it right. This also opens up the spine. And one more time. Here we go. Okay. Whoa, I don't know if I put that. Okay, this is another new one. It's called the swinging dragon. Okay, now there's several steps to this. So legs further than your shoulder width apart. Again, like you're praying at your heart center. What we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight to our right foot, looking to our left, and stretch out, pushing. And then back, that's the inhale, and the other side, straight back, don't lean. And push, you want a little bit harder, push so your arm is straight. Push, this opens up everything. Look, there you go. That's good, Justine. Okay, you should feel, you can push harder with your hands for a little bit more. You can crouch down a little bit more, make it harder. This really gets the body, all the chi going in the body. Heart center, a bit lower, Justine. Okay, like this. There you go, and then like the heart center. Good. And then you look to the left. As your weight is on your right, shift your weight on your left, look to the right. Okay. Now come to the center, and then we're just going to open up 3 times. 1, again, bringing that air in. 1, 2. Very centered and controlled, relaxed. You're sending that chi all over the body. 3. And we'll do 1 more rows of this. You can do a little bit faster now if you like. 1, 2. If you feel the stretch in the neck, you feel the stretch in the back, your legs, it's kind of a full body And back to center. Some more air. Back to Ruji and stand here for a second and feel, I feel that energy all over the body now. I don't think we did that, okay. Since we did the energy coming down one more time, let me stand here. Okay, Ruji, and we'll just stand here enjoying that beautiful energy all over. Feel the chi moving. Let's do an energy exchange. Do you like those?
Yes.
Good. No, I think of it too. You don't have to tell anybody, you send to the right, receive from the left, you all know it. And there it is. Okay, I invite everybody to envision a beautiful golden ball of energy in front of you. Protection shield as a collective. So let's go make it bigger and bigger. Try to see it or just feel it. Larger now and larger. Pushing out. And now it's encompassing all of us, no matter where we are. Nothing can enter this shield but the love vibration. I invite you to repeat after me, either in your mind or verbally. Feel the words. I am all that I am.
I am all that I
I am divine light.
am. I am divine light.
Divine light, I am.
Divine light. I am.
I am divine love.
I am divine love.
Divine love, I am.
Divine love. I am.
And I wish to share it with you.
And I wish to share it with you.
Holding on to this beautiful space and Qigong. Let's get comfortable for the meditation. Take a nice deep breath. And actually see or just imagine your beautiful white platinum Merkaba star, center of your third eye. It's going to travel down to Mother Gaia. Now shining brightly, it leaves the third eye center and travels down through the body, going through all the chakras, down one by one, down, 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 out the body, and into Mother Earth. Now see it again, forging a path down all through the layers, going down to the center, down, 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 feeling the power, and finding the center of Mother Gaia and her Merkaba star. She is also an entity in this creation. In fact, she sustains this creation, provides for us, and we are this is coming in already. And we are grateful. Mama amakatu susulu matala na teka tete karusu. Okay, feeling the power and the love and the energy, collecting it, being one with it. We anchor there and are grounded. Now feeling the beauty of Sri Shivaram, Bakasusulu Matala, Tandakalapatala, the Kisitila Natala. The star is going to work the way back up to us. Leaving the center, coming back up through all the layers. Up, 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 up. Now stopping just below our feet on a spinning platform. Out of this platform rises a cylinder. Up over our bodies. Protection shield as individuals. Rising up, up, up. And connecting with another spinning platform above our heads. Nothing can enter this but the love vibration and our collective family of helpers. Jeez. And the Merkaba star is going to travel up our chakras, balancing them, lighting them up and lighting. Starting with the root chakra in red. Open, grounding, grounding, grounding in safety. Feels so good. Light in. Good. Nice, guys. Spinning and balanced. The star now travels the sacral in orange. Lighting it up. Open, open, not let light in, no worries, no fears. Let go, no worries, no fears. Bright, bright, more light, more light. Okay, good. Release, release. Okay, spinning. Spinning and balanced. The star now travels to the solar plexus in yellow. And open up, light in, light in, light in, bright, power in, your power is coming in. Power, 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 yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Spinning and balanced. The star now travels the heart chakra in green. More light, more light. Oh, wow, good. Somebody's really feeling it. Love and compassion. bright light, bright light, bright light. And healing. Important, yes, important. Connection, yes, connection. Okay, more light, more light. Spinning and balanced. We're starting our travels to the throat chakra and turquoise. Lighting it up, lighting it up, lighting it up, lighting it up. Good, good. Speak your truth. Communicate your truth. No, don't worry, don't worry. It is fine if you do it with love and compassion. Spinning and balanced. We're starting travels to the third eye chakra and indigo. Lighting it up. Malakasila, in, light, in, light, in, light, in. Truth coming in, truth coming in. You have to be aware of it. Don't turn away, turn towards it. Better. Okay, spinning and balanced. Mercury star now travels to the crown chakra. Violet. Lighting it up. Beautiful white light coming in, light, 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 in. Down through the body. Oh, good. Let it in. Good. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Feel it. All the way down. Get in touch with it. Spinning and balanced. The star now travels out to the crown chakra. Up, up, up. Into the cosmos. You are free. In the day. Feel it. Oh, okay, we are all grounded, protected. All our chakras are aligned and balanced. Our channels are fully open, and we welcome in our galactic family of helpers. Who are always here, actually. But you have to welcome them in. All of love and light. You hear these messages and the intellect relates to them. But what is behind them can only be experienced, not just from thinking the words. You do not have to accept them, and some will not, because the mind does not want to let go of its power to distract you. The messages are for you to connect on a higher level and wake you up to truth. You must feel the words, let go, and listen to the vibrations as she is speaking, not just what is being said. The intellect will have you believe you're hearing and thinking you understand truth, which is all that is necessary for growth. But without receiving the feeling of the messages, one cannot truly know. To do this, you must release yourself from the illusionary body-mind. No one can do that for you. The messages can only help to override the concept of your individual identity. How do you hear the words and not think of the words? By getting into that state, by getting into the zone, and letting them come in without thinking, like a breeze, washing over you. So subtle, so subtle, so subtle, and yet more powerful than anything else. Because the vibrations are working on another level. They will have an effect, whether you intellectually think it or not. Yes, you need to trust. Trust that it is happening. But you don't recognize it the way you recognize everything else in 3D. This is the lesson to learn to recognize it on another level. The spoken word is very dense. These words are not. It is very subtle. Again, we say it is very subtle. So you have to feel them. Yes, you want it fast. You want to in a hurry, in a hurry. But there is no time. So when you're in the state, you feel that there is no time. Hmm. Instead of the written or spoken word, to transmit the feeling to people who ask. You must be in the zone to help them. And don't forget, mama kapakasusushu, and don't forget, mama matatana connected to you. But if you are, you can only say the right thing. Mama matatususu and transmit mama connected to truth. Do not outguess it. Mama connected it will be fine. As the message says, nobody can do it for you. Unlimited, they're in your life to help, but you are doing the work yourself. When you are ready. And that is true of them. Oh, something with a clear mind. And then about the nakabog, when you're bogged down, clear the mind. As we've taught you before. As you're wiping off the chalk from the chalkboard, clear the mind. Breathe in the air to clear the mind. Wow, some very high frequencies are coming in. Feel it from your right. Wow. Let it in. Let it in, let it in. Good, good, good. If it's too much, take a nice deep breath. Relax.
Kasi kasusumakan ako questions, malamakadalkoto. No need, makala city. Tell yourself you do not need to know the answer. You already know the answers. And all questions are of 3D. Don't matter. Trust that. But they are fun for the mind's play. If you know that, it is all right. But don't let it bog you down. Okay, monkey mind, yes. If you're having that now, then it's fine. Let it play. Tell it you are not going to partake. You are going to go higher. So have a ball. Go ahead and think and think and think, but don't get involved in that thinking. Oftentimes it is the process of letting go. You see the mind fights. Somebody says, why does this feel so good? And sometimes not. For that exact reason, because it is a process. Oftentimes the most beautiful meditations are wonderful. But the rough ones are actually releasing. The point is to stick to it. They're saying you have no choice. You have marking progress. Whether you feel it, think it or not. Makasusumatala makalamatata. No, 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 mamakalata. Doesn't matter what energies are around you. Be in your own energy. No blame game. Kasusumadala tila SCC. Ana na atela puma amana kunokoto. Hear that? Mama ana madakata kasasa. Feel that. Mama ana le kunokoto. Mama na mama na na atelo poso. Anana etina nana. Yes, you do recognize it, but you don't realize it. Mama amana kunokoto so. Sisi mama na bala ne titile titisa atena. No, because the language of universal consciousness, malamatang katoloto ng kusog. Masukulamata na tatakamala. Ane ete, okay, mama amalatan na suto. Yeah. Okay, let's start coming back. Slowly, slowly. Count to 3, open your eyes. You'll be alert, rested, but still in the zone. Bring it back with you. Try to feel it all day. A nice, slow, deep breath. 1, 2. Again, when I say come back, don't fully come back. Come back to 3D. And 3, you can open your eyes. Stay in it, stay in it. Everybody back?
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of messages for you in there, Justine.
All Christians are 3D resonated with me in a big way.
Well, I think it started coming through. I didn't say your name, but it definitely was coming to the subject matter since you had mentioned it, I guess. Sorry. By the way, holy mackerel. Did you hear the light language coming in? I couldn't even get
Yeah.
through the,
Yeah.
I mean, I could barely get through the Merkaba star thing, and it was like, okay, guys, give me breaks. I was forcing myself. I was forcing myself to stay conscious enough to be able to do it all. So it was very powerful. Energy exchange, needless to say. And the Qigong, oh, I gotta say, how did you like the Qigong, Andrea? That was your request. And
I loved it. I felt that we really needed an opening. And so I felt that just, yeah, I don't know. It elevated me.
that those two, I felt, I don't know why I didn't bring them in before, but those two,
Yeah.
the flying is a very simple one, but I really take off on it, because like I say, I can soar at night and stuff, and I just feel it if you really get into it, you know. These aren't just exercises, these are really exercises, you know. So, and but the swinging dragon one is very powerful, and if you do it, and concentrate and do it enough, several rotations, you could just feel it. I mean, when you stand there, I just feel the whole body. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh, I'm gonna do the message before I forget, because some of the grammar in here, because when I'm typing, it's just coming in like they don't, I don't think they got past the third grade, and I barely got past the third grade. Okay, you hear these messages. This came through, and I went, whoa, okay. You hear these messages, and the intellect relates to them, but what is behind them can only be experienced, not just thinking the words. You do not have to accept them, and some will not, because the mind does not want to let go of its power to distract you from your false self. Does that make sense to you? But anyway, the messages are for you to connect on a higher level and wake you up to truth. You must feel the words. Let go and listen to the vibrations as she is speaking, not just what is being said. The intellect have you believe, you're hearing and thinking, you understand truth, which is all that is necessary for growth. But without receiving the feeling of the messages, one cannot truly know. To do this, you must release yourself from the illusionary body-mind. No one can do that for you. The messages can only help to override the concept of your individual identity. So that was kind of like, pow, in your face. And that came through too, but I didn't verbalize it for you when you said, what do I tell people? You can only share your opinion, really. They have to do the work and receive. So they're asking, we are such in a society, the 3D is of push the button. Oh, I got to go on the internet and find out. Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's, you know, tell me. Rather than going within and finding out yourself. And that really growth can only come that way. So that you can counsel them, right? You know, but basically you just look them in the eye and say, just like I do, go within. You
Yeah, I
know the
do. I
answers.
tell them it's all inside. Don't look for things outside. It's all inside, and wait for things that really fire you up, because
Well, and it's letting go and trusting. Yes, yeah, indeed. Because I had that with the light language. I mean, I was thinking, am I thinking these what's coming out? You know, it just took a long time struggle, but I finally just let go and opened my mouth and let it come out. So anyway, what else came? A couple of the things came through though, and I don't remember what they are.
You said frequencies coming in from the left. I was
Oh,
getting
the right,
sting
the right,
from
the right.
I had Dieter laying on me, and
I
as soon
saw
as you sent them, he did like this and jumped right off.
You
Good
did,
feel
yeah.
stuff,
Did you
yeah.
feel the energy, you guys, on the internet? Did you feel the energy from the right? It was like making me have goosebumps all on my right side. I'm going, what? You know, so I thought, oh, yeah, it's coming into all of them. So I don't know if you
Yes.
did feel it, Ryan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nicole, did you experience it? Any of it? Yeah. Because that's really your, supposedly your spiritual side, and this is more your 3D side, so, yeah, they were sending some pretty good vibes through. So try to, try to stay in the zone as much as you can, and if you feel like you don't have control of the next move that you make, good. That's the idea. That's the only way you're gonna let go. You're awfully quiet. Good, that means you're in the zone.
Well, it does amaze me how. First off, the messages always feel really short when you reread them.
Yeah.
They don't feel that short when you first start.
I agree.
And I don't hear everything. But
Well,
I
you
hear
do,
some
that
of it.
came through too, you do. I think something, didn't I verbalize that somehow, during the thing, I said something to the effect of, which I've said before, it happens, you do hear them,
Oh, I know I do,
and it is effective.
but I don't feel like my mind hears, so we'll put it that way.
Good, your
Yeah.
mind's not supposed to,
Yeah.
that's the message, your mind's not, who cares if your
Yeah.
mind understands it?
I don't, I
As
mean,
long
that's
as you're
usually why
listening
it's
on another
fairly
level,
easy, right, but,
absorbing it, yeah.
yeah,
But then again, you have to be ready to hear them on that level.
right. I don't know what to say. I did,
Well, that's
I
all
watched
right.
a little.
Nobody's forcing you to talk.
I know, I watched a little short last night, and this person was talking about astrology, but he said, you shouldn't be writing anything down when you're learning, like if the teacher's talking, you shouldn't be writing anything down. But that goes along with the same message today, in the sense that, I'm a good student, I know how to be a good student. Well, some of that so for me, some of that is you need to write notes, right? But I find that I write less and less and less and less notes. And then I think occasionally I'm like, oh, I really need to write more notes. And then I try to do it, and I'm like, I can't do that.
That came through, and I thought of Andrea, because she journals, but it did come through too. I remember specifically it saying, it's okay to write it down. It's okay to hear it and try to, and thinking you're understanding the words. That's fun. That's the fun thing of the mind, as long as you understand that it is only the play of the mind. That's the difference. If you're depending on it for your growth or your understanding of what's going on,
I think that
that's not where it's at, but it's fun to do it, and I think it's
Yeah.
valuable. Andrea does it, and I think it's valuable to a point, because it does remind you if you go back.
It does, and I think that there is. I think it has to do with this 3D, this perception of the 3D, that we think that if we remember it with our mind, not
Right.
deeper level, okay?
Right.
If we remember it with our mind, then we've really got it. And so there's this level of fear of, if I don't write it down, I won't remember it.
Right.
But I haven't completely eliminated that. Like, I don't know, like.
Well, that's okay, but
Yeah.
you're getting to know, you're getting to realize, again, on another level, that's what it was saying, that just don't depend on it and think that, well, it said that, one sentence says that. It says, you must feel the words, let go and listen to the vibrations. But where does it say? It can only be experienced, so listen to the words, and then something about where is it? Oh. Without receiving the feeling of the message, one can not truly know. So the words can tickle something in you, but it's on a 3D level. To do this, you must release yourself from the illusionary body mind. Where's the one with the mind taking control? And I'm jumping all around, so I probably won't find it. Oh, it's distract you. Even if you don't accept the messages on a mental level, the mind does not want to let go of its power to distract you. And that's exactly right. The mind wants to think and wants to understand on a 3D level, and that is fine, as long, again, as you realize that that's not really the power of them. The power is a higher understanding. That makes sense?
And the mind will give up after a while.
Indeed, absolutely. That's why the meditation, and I'm glad you said that, because that also came through, now that I remember, that if somebody had a question, because I'm getting input from you all too when I'm doing this. And somebody had a question about questions about meditation. Rough meditations are just as valuable. Like, oh God, that terrible meditation, you know, that doesn't do any good. Well, it does, because the more you do it anyway and force the mind into a meditation, the more it kind of,
It kind of feels like a muscle
go.
in a sense, like muscle
yeah,
memory.
it kind of
Yeah.
lets go,
Yeah.
lets go. And eventually, that's what it was valuable about a mantra, especially if the Sanskrit word.
Mhm.
If you come back to that mantra, the mind eventually becomes the servant, as I always say, instead of the master.
Right, and that's the same principle behind breath work.
Yes,
And
yes,
when Michael Singer says,
focus.
when somebody says they didn't do well in meditation, he says, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's exactly the same point, is you, no matter what the meditation is, the perseverance.
Yeah.
Do it anyway, in the mind, because it's been in control for a long time.
Mhm, mhm. And it's supported by all this,
Yes,
the outside world,
exactly.
and all the people who are in the outside world all the
Well,
time.
now that came through, somebody was struggling about other energies. I don't know who it was. It been Nicole. I wasn't specific in that, but somebody was struggling, maybe it was you too, other energy.
I definitely felt that. I guess just because I've been like so off and on
Mhm.
with it lately, I am feeling like struggling to connect a little bit. I'll connect but I don't know. I feel like I'm blocking myself from really going any further. So but like, and everything you just said, I just need to practice. I just need to keep doing it.
It's the will to do it. It's the will to have your focus on the growth and on what you're doing. Just go ahead and meditate anyway. I think it's a bunch of garbage, you know. Just say, no, you're sitting here for 20 minutes whether you like it or not. You know,
No.
that kind of thing, or half, or whatever it is. And the struggling, everybody struggles, you know, you're not alone. Just if you really want it, you're being called from within, or you wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
And also remember, Nicole, that, I mean, I don't know you that well, but I do know you enough to know that you have done this enough that it is going to become very quickly like muscle memory, where it's not, you're not quite struggling as much. It's more like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this.
You mean she's gonna get back in the saddle?
Yeah, just get back in the saddle. Meaning you've
Get
already
in the
been
saddle.
there, you've done that kind of thing, you know what it feels like, you know the benefits, you know.
And don't have the concept that you're blocking yourself. Get rid of that, because that's a negative concept and that reinforces it. As soon as you have that idea, then that reinforces it. So always try to do a positive affirmation instead of that. Because the body mind is listening, the whole energy is listening. So, anything else?
Okay, anybody else want to
Andrea? Don't, and I hope I didn't discourage you from asking questions.
Oh no, I
do
love
love
that
your
though. Oh, I just, it kind of hit me though when you said all questions are of the 3D. It doesn't matter. I was like,
Yeah, I kind of thought of that too, says, oh crap, but I said, hey, whatever comes out, comes out. But
yeah.
then again, like I said before, but the questions are fine, and the 3D questions are fine, clarify things, but realize that it's just the mind's game, and truly from beyond it's not going to get you there. The other stuff is going to get you there, but satisfy the mind too. I mean, just realize that it's not that. You aren't the mind. You're not the body. You're not this, you're not that. You're a living lie.
Well, that's
Until the
where
lie
I
is
think-
dead, the truth cannot be known.
I think that's where the we say a lot of times that being really smart is difficult. It makes this difficult, right? But I think that's actually on some level also the strength, because Ryan's right in that your mind will kaput. It will like get exhausted, and then it just stops. But then it's out of the way.
Mine doesn't
Yeah.
seem tired.
Yes, you have
Mine's tired, I mean.
a
mine's-
medical, amazing ability to keep going.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't know the meaning of the word, shut the hell up.
It will. It will. You just have such a strong brain within you.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's just so strong that it's not giving up yet.
Hyperactive.
Yeah, but I
So-
think
You
you
do
guys
realize that,
So
you know,
I'm
that
just
some
wonder-
people say, now, not you, because this isn't you, but there are some people like that, not autistic, but what are the people
Well, it's
that
like
have?
it is autism.
Well, it is, but there's some people, what was that movie, Dr. Adams or something,
Like
where
extra-
their minds work so fast that they should shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in fact, that happened to us as kids, as babies. They rushed us to the hospital and the doctor said, really smart babies, your mind goes so fast
Yeah.
and they just shut down.
They shut down, they pull
Yeah,
it.
they go to
shut down,
sleep.
and
You're
they
talking
can't
about-
communicate.
You mean they just go to sleep? Is that what you're
No,
talking about?
it's almost like
No,
they're
they're
having a
awake, but
seizure.
they just shut down.
Yeah.
They just like
Stop
they're
thinking.
almost catatonic, but
Yeah.
they're walking around.
Oh.
And they found that it's because their mind thinking too fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an overload.
Yeah. Well, it's
So-
definitely a battle. You see that with people
Yeah.
with ADHD.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so with my family, there's a lot of ADD, ADHD. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
And
Well, I've
that's,
heard it's the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So I kind of wonder if that's what's going
Yeah.
on with me, why it's so much harder to.
It's
Could
very
be
much not the
yeah.
same thing. I
Could
had
be.
one child who was ADD and she was not hyper. I do think that has something to do with
I
it.
think
I've been
that's probably
diagnosed with that.
valid, yeah.
It's hard.
But I also think that people who have that also have a closer awareness to this stuff, whether they're aware of it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it to you.
But
It's a
you're
higher-
still-
it's a
but you're
higher
fighting it with the other side.
Higher
Yeah.
understanding, yeah.
Mm.
But that's where your tools come in really handy and perseverance, because you have to realize, and I think you do. I'm feeling that you kind of do.
Really kind of helps because
The what? Yeah,
channeling really.
indeed, because you're
Because
letting
when you
go.
go to that place and
Yes.
you're having a conversation, whatever, you seem to be much more open to
Yes.
hearing and it's quieter.
Yeah.
When I'm not trying to do that, it's much harder.
Well, that's when your mind, so what's happening
It's
is
almost
you're
like-
allowing your mind to ask the questions because you're asking the questions, okay? So that part of your mind can ask the questions, but the rest of you can be like, okay, the questions are gonna be asked. It's fine. I don't have to like that.
Again, it's your
Yeah,
focus.
because you're
yeah.
waiting. You put
Right.
yourself in a state of wanting to hear
Right,
and waiting, which,
which is
It
your
takes
focus.
away
Your
that-
focus is
well,
on listening.
yeah, but your brain still comes in and some of the times when I'm waiting for,
Right.
I'm answering and I realize, okay, that's me, I gotta shut up
Yeah.
again. But it happens less there than it does. just
Indeed.
when
Well,
I-
you're also not, you're also, I mean, we do this in meditation too, but in that specifically, I mean, you do have a strong muscle for that. But in that specifically, you are much more compassionate about the part of you, the mind part of you that comes in and says stupid stuff and gets distracted,
Yes.
right? Whereas when you're doing meditation, there's a lot more of the critiquing of the mind doing that,
Yes, you're
Right.
right.
right? So you just eliminate as best you can, eliminate the critiquing.
Mhm.
Again, it's a process and you can't help it. Once you're on the
Well-
path, it was told to me, once you're on the path, good luck. Yeah, you're getting off. Which is very reassuring.
Ryan has a
So
question.
Nicole, that should be
Yeah, right.
something for you.
So it's not a question, it's a statement. I'm supposed to share with you guys that my channeling ability is coming online.
Good.
I've started verbally channeling. I can never keep it straight, like what that's called or whatever. I recorded a 45-minute session this morning that was mostly for Shelley. And I'm supposed to offer to like, this makes me nervous as hell. I'm just going to be honest. Like I'm supposed to offer to do it with the group.
Good.
I don't always know who's coming through. A lot of times it's my higher self. Today they identified themselves as the brothers. I have no idea what that means. But it's, I don't know. It's you're the group, you're the people, like, and I don't know. Does anybody else do this?
Yes, we do it.
Yeah, we all do, yeah.
Yeah.
We all do it. Okay, perfect.
Actually, everybody does have the ability to channel, whether they recognize it as
channeling
that.
anyway,
Yeah.
with a record, yeah, just
Yeah.
usually
but
recognize
he's
it.
like
Why don't you
transferring.
you wanna do it on Thursday?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fine.
I can do the other stuff and then you just take over on Thursday. I don't need a message. If you wanna say practice.
You wanna do that?
I'm terrified, but
What do you-
sure.
Well, here, let me
Good.
ask you this, what exactly terrifies you about that?
That they won't come through.
No,
Okay,
you
well, you
guys
don't need to
can-
worry about that.
Don't worry, first of all, we'll be in the zone and I can tell you right now, they're gonna come through.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if not, we are all connected,
Yeah.
Ryan.
That'd be kinda cool.
Okay,
That, my
Session where
channeling is my
everybody
channeling,
speaks
I
out
channel the
when they
light
get an
language.
idea instead of
Okay.
imagining it.
Blair and Jen and I did a 3-channel thing. You're doing another channeling, divine
Mhm.
channeling thing.
Yeah.
This is a natural innate ability of every person.
okay.
They just aren't open enough to do it. You're channeling, your channel, your
I
stuff.
never get anybody, I never get like dead silence. If I wanna go there, my higher self is always there.
Yeah, well, of course,
Yeah, but I'm saying for
Yeah.
Ryan, I can't imagine nobody would show up because your higher self is.
Right.
Well, the
Right.
only way nobody would show up is if you have your negative stance, just like Nicole said, I'm blocking myself.
Yeah,
Right.
Don't worry about it. Chill out. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. Have faith. It'll be fine. Yeah, because
So one of the things that I feel like would, and Justine's going to be helping me with this as well, but like when I'm in that place, like I have a hard time coming up with questions.
good.
Like-
Yeah. That's fine. It can actually be like so the thing is with channeling, you can do it in all different kinds of ways. I would describe it as this. I would say channeling is when it is inspiration. When you are inspired to say, because we're talking about communication, which it doesn't really have to be that way, because it can be, you channel a piece of artwork, you channel music, whatever it is.
Right.
Okay, so whenever it is, you get up, like, other people would say, I got a bug up my butt. Like, I don't know, I just felt like doing it. That's okay, that's a channel.
Right.
So you just want to be
And-
open to that.
Right. And I'm used to the intuition. So I talk to them all the time now, like just in my head, like they're always like there, whoever it is coming through. And I don't know, it's just new for me, I guess. And
Well-
it's exciting. I like it. It's just interesting taking so I did a QHHT session and it's a lot like that for me. I think that's what kind of started this going is I did one with Jen. And then after that, like it just kind of never went away. Like, I don't know.
Well, you're opening up, you're awakening, and I was gonna liken it to ease your mind about this kind of thing. Children do it all the time. They have imaginary friends. Hello, are they all really imaginary?
Yeah,
You
right.
know,
Plus
Yeah,
they're
that-
remembering everything and they're having
yeah, it's just that we get locked in. So this is nothing new to you, but because of our 3D lives, we've just kind of shut the door on it. So you're
Yeah.
just opening the door.
It's also very common for that to happen with people who've had QHHD sessions.
Sure. Well, that's big because that's
Because
the beginning
it's
of
putting
opening
you
up.
into the state where you go, huh,
Yeah.
and then you can go there in your head.
Well, and you have that person there helping you, like Janelle does with us in our regular sessions. They're helping you to keep a part of you aware and present and communicating. So in a sense, they're kind of causing you to
Pull
you
back.
channel,
Yes.
right? You pull back, but then because it's a QHHT session, you already talked about what's important to you. So you're literally going to pull what you had intended, which would happen anyways. And maybe it just wouldn't be as clear because you don't have somebody there guiding you. Like when I'm in these sessions and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I was gone for whatever time I was
Right.
doing this, right? You don't really have that experience because you got that person there helping you.
I
So
think
you
that's
get
why the
familiar
light
with-
language comes in periodically. I mean, because there is gaps where you guys meditate
Yeah,
and I'm kind of in the zone, all of a sudden.
Oh, I
think
definitely
something
think it
will come
is.
in, and I think it's to keep us there.
You're
Don't
also
say, "Don't
tuning
go off,"
in,
you
you're
don't-
tuning into what we're all
I
feeling.
get
like.
definitely,
And
I'm
then-
getting,
yeah.
and you hear me kind of chuckle and I say,
Yeah.
because I hear things are coming in to me, and so that's that.
but you're also not translating all of it. So some of that is also putting us back in the zone for wherever
Right.
we are fluctuating, right?
Right.
Because the light language, you're not gonna figure that out. We don't know what that
No.
means.
No.
But so that gets us back in the zone and then you speak English.
Well,
And it's
that's-
like, I'm still here. I still
That's
know
the
how to-
subject matter.
Yeah.
Now the light language is the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever that means. So.
So how long has it been since you've had that session that you've been feeling like this?
I would say the session was 2 months ago. and it's just been slowly been developing. So one thing that I've noticed, like I can tell they're here. Normally I'm laying down and my head starts doing this like,
Yeah,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Sorry.
Stevie Wonder.
sorry, my head starts doing this figure 8 pattern.
Yeah.
And I just last night was watching this Next Level Soul video. And this lady said, like, when she started channeling, her head did that. And it was like this, oh my God moment. Like, I didn't just make that up. Like, somebody else had that exact same thing happen to them.
Well, mine was my hands. My hands started going crazy. I thought it was spazzing out or something. And then I get the tingle. I get the tingle from the feet coming all the way up. And of course, with the energy today to the right. Yeah.
It also seems to be developing quick.
Hmm?
Quick. It also seems to be developing quickly. Like listening to
Yeah.
her journey was over years. And I'm like, oh no, that was like what she said was 8 months in between that and this for her was a week for me.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
energy's-
Well, the energy of all the
Things are
whole
faster.
other guy, the whole 3D energy is changing. And like I said before, when I started this stuff X number of years ago, it was behind closed doors, you know, it wasn't on the internet. We didn't have internet, that type of thing. And you're lucky to find this little group. Now it's like
right.
you're finding all over the internet. You just found her and just,
Same thing with me, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not doing this group.
oh, but when you
Remember-
first joined the group, it was like nada.
Funny group.
Yeah,
Oh, well, way less than a year.
no, less than a year.
Less than a
Yeah.
year.
Way less than a year.
Exploded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, another one that might make you feel better too is if you look up the story behind Esther Hicks with Abraham Hicks, because she tells the whole story, and then some of it is your life, whatever is going on in your life. Like Ryan, you're not working full time, right? Or I don't know if you are, but you're not doing
I'm
the
not.
kind of work. Okay, so now you have an ability to do that, whereas maybe before you didn't.
Right.
You know, there's all different kinds of factors that go into that.
She was
you're on the right
48. She was 48 too. And it was my birthday right at 48 when
Oh, okay.
like I had my out of body experience.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are going to be turning 48, beware.
Yeah.
We're way past that.
We're way past, honey, I'm so past that, I'm on the other side. Do I?
Yeah.
Since 1970.
Blair's doing the math. She's close.
Oh yeah, I'm real close. Yep.
Well, this all started for me at age 50.
Well,
Yeah.
because of our lives, because you have certain amount of things, and as Carrie said too, everything's changing.
I think we need the wisdom.
No, absolutely, yes.
It's happening for a reason, for our lives, because we needed the whole journey up to this point for that wisdom that we need for that.
Well, yeah, but I've known people in their 20s,
No, they're
so, you know, I mean, it's just, everybody's an individual. So. Don't think about it.
For me, it needs, I
Indeed,
needed it.
Indeed. Indeed. Everything is, y'all, everything's perfect.
Oh, for sure. I will share one of the things that came through in my morning channeling session was, so I am not a political guy. That's not what this is. They said for us to be ready because this is not going to be as planned, and we are going to need to be the way showers to help people find the love and the joy in life. Because people are going to go to some dark, dark places. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really care what's going to happen. This was the message that I was supposed to bring forth today. That was like, just keep ourselves in that place so that we can be the ones that can show you can still be happy during this.
That's interesting.
No, that's
because-
yeah, they're right on, because we've gotten this.
We've got, yeah,
We've got this
everyone's
for a
saying
long
that,
time
that's
now.
good.
Things are about to go.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
You
good.
talk
that
about the 3D world going
It's
crazy. Yeah.
reaffirming that you're getting it right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so, and also I
Right.
watched last night, the last thing I watched before I went to sleep was this, I don't always watch Bashar, but whatever, he
I like
came on and
Bashar.
I was like, yeah, come and watch that. So there's this description, which I I thought of it originally as, oh, this is a very, very articulate way of describing timeline shifting. And I'll go share it on social media, Ryan. I don't know if you're on there. Are you on social media?
Mhm.
Okay, so find me on there, but I'll share it. And anyways, it's a really good human English language description of how it works, but it's exactly what you're talking about. You focus on the parts that you want to have happen. So you focus
Right.
on higher vibration And
Didn't
that
this
causes
come
that
up
to
A
come.
couple of sessions, a few sessions ago,
Oh.
that this group, that's why this core
Oh,
group is so
you said that
important.
before.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah,
several
oh
times.
yes, that's been a long time.
That's why Bashar won't talk about conspiracy theory stuff, because he wants us to focus on
Yeah.
what we're
Yeah.
creating.
And all you can do is take care of yourself and it will radiate
Mm-hmm.
out. That's exactly the message that you got. Down yourself, get us as a group, pick the positive zone, live in your light.
Yeah.
And you will help, whether you're trying to help or not. You will.
Right.
And judgment is a big thing.
Yes.
No judging, other
Agreed.
people for what they're doing and, judging yourself, most
Well,
importantly,
comes.
which is always the hardest part.
It is the hardest part. And actually, we learned something this past weekend in the dream course that is probably relevant now. We were looking at a dream and this person was like not speaking up. In the dream, it won't be presented dramatically. So in her dream, there was a bomb and she should have told these people. Okay, she didn't do that. So, but the thing is that as a result of experiences in her young life, she wanted to avoid conflict at all costs. So she would not speak up. And there was a part in there that was like, as through the interpretation, we recognize that this person is somebody who thinks it's better not to say anything than it is to critique. So they would only share good things. But the thing is, if you're evaluating something as good, therefore you are also evaluating it as bad. So you're frankly just as judgmental. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mind stuff.
Yeah. So anyways, just keep aware of that. If you're really focusing on the goodness or badness of something, that's all very judgmental either way.
And that's perfect. That's 3D. It's yin yang, duality.
Mhm.
So the only get out of that is stay in the love and the light
Yeah.
of yourself. It sounds
Right.
corny. I know, it's kind of corny, but it keeps you out of that.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
I think my husband's outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna check.